What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni with a fresh little video showing you different methods on how to kill level 45 and 55 battalions with only one ship. Some of these tactics also work against level 50 scout fleets too, by the way. Let's start with the obvious methods first, okay? A Dread Battleship or Zeal Battleship using Echo Rays and Arrestor Beams with Focused Optics level 5, and obviously Fusion Thrusters 3 or Real Thrusters 4, better yet 5. An example fitting of working strategies are written down in the video description for you. This right here is the most obvious and easiest way to do it. Not much to do here or to be careful about. The only thing you need to check is that all the battleships are flying the same way as you do. If one of them crosses and tries to aim at you with the other side of its firing arc, stay away from it and finish the other ones first. The battleships have to follow you just like they do here. And before you ask, a Venom battleship can do it if you have one of the enhanced versions from the older black markets. If you have them with Fusion Thrusters level 3, then oh my god, is that a lot of TH? Then you can do it just by an inch, because you're just by an inch fast enough, okay? But you sometimes get hit a little bit, and on the long run, you'll end up losing your Venom at some point. So the best thing to do would be to equip a Real Thrusters level 5 to the Venom Mark Enhanced. Don't confuse that with Mark II, okay? That is something different. Back to the topic. If you equip a Real Thrusters 5, then you are finally fast enough to pull off the same thing like a Dread or Zeal battleship does with a Venom Mark Enhanced. But you may need to hit the level 55 battalions twice because the damage output might not be high enough. And of course, 45 battalions, forget them, because they will hit you with their Gladius drivers probably. By the way, in this video footage he was using Fusion Thrusters level 3, okay? So Real Thrusters 5 would do better. The second strategy I want to show you is one Rapture, Apocryphy Cruiser or Revelation Cruiser with Real Thrusters level 5, Focused Optics level 5 and Echo Rays or Polaron Rays. You can also do it with Gladius drivers and Iridium magnets or so, but Echo Rays are faster, and with them you can do an entire level 55 battalion fleet in those 5 minutes. The Gladius driver might not have enough damage output to do that. What I have also seen is a variation where someone used siege drivers with Iridium magnets. That also works, but you gotta be tricky if you have only one target left to shoot on, because then you have to fire as far as you can while gaining distance to your target to make that last sealed battleship stop circling you for a moment and trying to get closer to you so that the siege driver will actually hit and not miss. This way, the siege driver strategy works even with Rear Thrusters level 4, for example, because you have more range than with Gladius. Here's how you do the level 55s with a Revelation Cruiser and Gladius drivers. Some people think that they aren't fast enough, but they are. You just need a Real Thrusters level 5. But you gotta be careful not to get too close, okay? Always fire from your absolute maximum fire distance. And also here, best thing to do would be Echo Rays with Focused Optics 5, because then you have enough damage output in order to finish off the entire fleet in 5 minutes. And the last strategy for now is the Destiny Cruiser against 55s. The only problem, the Destiny Cruiser does not have enough mass available to have enough damage output. But in theory, you could build this ship only with Rear Thrusters level 4 and everything else goes into weapons. If you pilot well, you don't get hit at all, and this way you have around 2000 mass at your disposal for weapons only. But it takes at least 2 hits in order to fully take down a 55 battalion, or maybe even more, but it's doable. And against 45s, for example, it's probably even easier then. Oh, and only for your information, I did not do this trick or strategy here, alright? I was only using 600 or 700 tons for weapons. If you do that and use 2000 tons, you really do that in 2 hits, I think. What you can see here is my farming tutorial against the level 53 sharpshooter fleets using a couple of Talon frigates. That's right, just Talon frigates. The link is in the video description for you guys. And oh, by the way, you can also do riots with this and you get around 14,000k loot for this within 5 minutes without having to need a lot of tech. Alright, the next video will be my universal high-end farming fleet that is capable of taking down almost every Vega, VSEC or material crafting fleet with no repair at all. The only fleets where I got damage were those against carriers during events where it was impossible to avoid damage fully. I'll introduce that fleet to you within the next video, and by the way, it's also a very powerful PvP fleet. Alright, so stay tuned for it, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off, bye bye.